Welcome back, diecast collectors. Today's video is a review of the Matchbox 50th Anniversary Superfast Edition collector item cars, I guess, with packaging and some Matchbox style cardboard boxes below them, as well as the Matchbox Moving Parts series. I don't have full series of either of these vehicles, and I will explain why as I get into this video. Part of the video will be, of course, a look at lots of moving parts vehicles released over the years, all the way from the late 1960s through to the 1990s, and a little discussion on that, as well as a direct comparison of the new models. We've got the new Mercedes model in the red one in the background there, and the one it was based off of, released, I believe, the early 70s. That's the original one. And then, as well, the Volkswagen Fastback. We've got the new one, as you can see, the bright red one, and the casting it is based off of the old purple one from a long time ago. Now, these re-release castings of multiple of these old vehicles are not the same castings as of in the old days. They have some significant changes and a lot more plastic, I'll be honest. In the old days, all these cars were metal on metal. The doors were, I feel like the doors open a lot better as well. So I try not to turn this video into a gripe, but I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed mainly with the price point of these Matchbox moving parts and especially the super fast vehicles. Considering, I mean, they are cool vehicles. These ones do have the rubber banded tires, but there's some issues here. They're all in plastic base, and some of the wheels, like on these moving parts vehicles, not even like realistic colors. And really disappointing, one of these models, this Volkswagen bus, a white plastic base. It looks very toyish in my opinion. And here in Canada, those are $7 plus tax. The moving parts, I believe, are around $4 plus tax. That's pretty expensive when you can consider for the same price, if not less, you can get premium Hot Wheel lines as well as Greenlight. Well, maybe not Greenlight for that price, but really quite close in price anyways, with all metal on metal, and more realism. Although Mattel did do a good job with the tampo work, they've put in lots of details as far as headlights, taillights, trim. I really like that model as well. And just feel like they could have done a little bit more with some of these models, and should have been priced slightly less. The other thing is the Matchbox moving parts vehicles are essentially the same models and quality as the 50th Anniversary Superfast, with the exception that they have plastic wheels and not the rubber band tires. Those little slices of rubber they give you, though, I can't see how those are worth $3 extra. You're really paying, I think, mostly for all this extra packaging, which for the opening collector, for me, it goes right into the recycling bin. It's just throwing away dollar bills, really. And if you are a carded collector, they take up a lot of space with all that extra meat underneath the car, just to contain a piece of hollow cardboard with a duplicate picture, which, you know, you got the car in the background. It's just a drawing rendition. You got another drawing rendition of the car from a different angle. Then you've got the car, but you can't really see the car in the background for the car, the actual one right in the way of it. So I actually like the packaging presentation on these cheaper models better. And also, if you choose to open them up, less guilt in throwing away massive amounts of cardboard and plastic. I'm digressing. Let's get into the review. I'll start this review with a look at the moving parts series vehicles first. I've seen the card artwork. The backs are just this generic, uncolored cardboard copyright stuff, so nothing to see there. Tells you the opening feature in case you somehow missed it. There it is, opening tailgate on the Xterra. Nice model. This is a model that was released in the past without the opening tailgate. So kind of a cool model to bring back. Excuse me, I think that's about a 2002 model as far as the actual vehicle. Then you've got the Volkswagen Type 3 Fastback, the opening doors. So we'll look more at that. I've already got one open loose here. And there it is. It's got glossy red paint, a little bit of tampo work, orange tail lights, a license plate, the headlights. But this tampo work, you can find this on any number of $1 Matchbox, so I don't count that as a premium feature. That's just standard, par for the course, as they say, with today's die cast to be competitive with other die cast manufacturers. The plastic base, plastic wheels. So other than the opening doors, you're basically paying a 400% increase in price on this model to have opening doors versus a regular Matchbox car. If you think about it that way, $4 versus $1. Again, another plastic base, so extremely limited, actually no details. Front or back, no tampa work whatsoever. You've got a little bit of silver trim on the door wells and around the roof line, but that is it. Just a basic $1 car with opening doors. I'm losing my voice here, not sure why. Now we're going to go to the Matchbox 50th Anniversary Super Fast. The other thing about this, don't really like the presentation here. The car is all tilted and weird. You can't really see it for all the plastic. Then you got the majority of the packaging housing cardboard. Again, nothing to write home about on the back, just standard gray copyrights. Here's the car. This is a $7 car. It has plastic wheels, plastic one-piece gray wheels, a plastic chrome base, basic headlight details and door handles, and, you know, some basic trim on the back. The doors don't open nearly as far as they did in the old days. I'm going to show you a direct comparison here on same model of car. As you can see, much better doors in the old days, and an opening trunk. That's been lost. So taking a look at this old version, metal grille, metal emblem, headlights with lots of textured details, nice opening doors. This is a play with model. I mean, it survived all these years. Metal base with scale, I believe. Nope, no scale. But all the other information. Plastic wheels. The cat's on the diorama. Get off the diorama. Meow. All right. Back. This video is just really off the cuff here. Anyways, we'll look at the next vehicle. 50th Anniversary Superfast Volkswagen bus. White plastic base. I'm not even going to open these. I'm actually debating just returning them to my store and getting my $28 back. I really only bought them to do this review, knowing wasn't super thrilled at them, even looking at them in the store. So that one is based off of this version from the 60s, all metal. Unfortunately, mine is missing one of the doors. That's about it. Then we've got the Range Rover, right? That's a Range Rover. A 2018 Range Rover. Open tailgate, nice model, good detail, tampa work anyways on this one. It seems like they put a little bit more effort into the newer models. Some decent looking wheels too, but as you can see, like just those thin little rubber tires. And other than that, plastic base, once again, they're quite light. There's really no weight to these things. Then you've got the Honda S2000. Opening hood. Nicely detailed engine in this one. Actually, that's one of the better features. I'm going to open this one up because I might keep this one in the Range Rover, but the other ones, they're going back. So, there you go. Pretty decent little detailed engine in there. Not bad. They actually did some good work in there. Little marker lights on the side. Really detailed tail lights. License plate, third brake light. Nice headlights. They're actually transparent plastic headlights. That's really cool. So of all the models, I'd say this is the best one, really. Rubber tires, but the plastic base once again. That one might actually be worth what it cost. I'm gonna open the Range Rover. Open the Range Rover. See how that tailgate works. So really good detail on the grille and the headlights, no doubt about that. Nice wheels, as I said before. Striping, plastic base, big rubber meaty tires. Nice fit and finish on the moving parts. Quite a light piece though. No heavier than any other $1 Matchbox. Just really would have been nice if they put a metal base on there, you know. But that's going to be a keeper, I guess. Obviously, I've opened it up. I've already opened up one of these for the review. So I've got two. There's no point keeping two. I'm not into the packaging, so I'm returning that. Those ones are getting returned. I've already opened one of these. Disappointing. Probably not going to open this one. I like this model, but $4, I don't know. I don't see that being worth it. The Xterra, on the other hand, I like this model, so we'll take a look at it. Plastic wheels, of course. Really basic tampo work on this one. A black stripe, 2 muted white headlights, and a little Xterra badge on the back. Oh, these things are going to be a pain to open for... geez, there we go. Doesn't even open all the way. Should open a lot higher than that. How can you get your stuff into the vehicle when it only opens that high? Anyways, decent model. Let's look at some old stuff now. It's way cooler. Some really neat models in here from yesteryear. Some of these are, you know, released as recently as the mid-1990s, I would say. Most of them are from the 1980s, 70s. A few from the 1960s. You can usually tell by the wheels on them. I'm not going to go through and name all these vehicles because honestly I can't remember the name of all of them. And this video is just going to be basically a scan of the cool cars of yesteryear. And if you do have a specific interest in any one specific, then just hit me up with a message or a comment. I'll do my best to get back to you with the model specifics. Too much to research here for the sake of this Matchbox review video, but some really cool ones. That Dodge Caravan is definitely one of my favorites. That interesting opening sliding door on the side of it. Never seen any other vehicles like that. And the hatchbacks on these wagons, really cool. Old Sable wagon with its rear opening hatch. I believe that's Citroen right there, X something. And you got the flop down tailgate on the Mercury Cougar wagon. Opening trunks on the Rolls Royce and the Lincoln Continental. I think that's an Opal, that beige one in the back. I'm not sure exactly. So some pretty cool models from yesteryear. Let's put the camera down for a second. Take a look at that Caravan. Really cool piece. It's a plastic door, but it closes quite nicely. It's got like an actual track system, just like a real vehicle. Suspension. And the Fuji Color 300ZX Turbo. Opening hood. Nice detailed engine there as far as the casting. No paint, but it was typical back then. Once again, loved how Matchbox used to have suspension. Made them really roll quite nicely. This is one of my favorite models. Full opening plastic tailgate. Quite sturdy. I have some well played with models of this vehicle, and they all still have their tailgate attached, which is pretty impressive. I think I call this one the Citroen. Is that what it was? Citroen CX. Pretty cool. Little trailer hitch on it. And a plastic tailgate. Metal headlights. Metal base. And if you look back at the old models, here we got the Pontiac Grand Prix, same as that purple version that's been released. And look at, even back in the day, they painted the headlights silver. So that's an old model right there. Just kind of jumping around here. Another favorite model of mine, this big old Mercury Cougar Villager wagon. The drop tailgate. Heavy duty. This one does not have suspension. Not all super fast has suspension, but let's check out the stance on that vehicle. Pretty impressive. Nice little, I think this is a Ford. No, what am I talking about? Ford. I thought I was gonna say GT40, but it's a Lamborghini Miura. I don't know. I can't remember how to pronounce that properly. Anyways, that one's got suspension as well. That's the super fast model. Let's see how smooth that rolls. A car that's like 40 odd years old. Big old Rolls Royce with the two-piece wheels. It's got a chrome center hubcap and the plastic rubber tires. Well, they're not rubber, but simulated rubber tires. Full opening trunk. Nice pearl red paint job on this one. And when they used to make these cars out of die cast, as I was showing, I'm not able to achieve this anymore, but the actual Mercedes emblem was able to be formed without getting knocked off immediately if it was made of plastic these days, hence why on the newer model that was completely eliminated. Also, what was eliminated, interestingly, was the door pillar. Not really sure why. Beautiful. This is a Mercury Cougar. I think I was calling that wagon a Mercury Cougar thing. It's a Villager, Mercury Villager. This is the Mercury Cougar. And really nice car. Big opening doors. A lot of the Matchbox cars had trailer hitches. It's a big thing for play value back in the old days. Matchbox made lots of trailers so the kids could swing the trailers around behind the cars. Yeah, nice opening hood on that one. What do we call this one? An Opel Diplomat. Opel Diplomat with a trailer hitch, of course. I guess we are looking at each car. Oh well. If you don't want to watch the whole video, you didn't have to, and you never would have known this was on part of the video, I guess. Lincoln Continental. As I said, I think this is a Ford Zephyr, something strange like that. Ford Cortina. Pretty cool. Cool little two-door. And this one, what do we call that one? This is a really old model. A Vauxhall Victor estate car. Beautiful, original condition. Matchbox Lesney. I think every kid that's in their, well, every person that's in their 30s right now probably grew up with at least one of these Matchbox ambulances in their die-cast collection. I think these things were made in millions and millions of them, because they're everywhere, and you can get them for in beautiful condition for like $1 or $2 still to this day on eBay, flea markets. This one doesn't have any opening parts. I don't know why I brought it out, but I guess because the cap removes. Really nice little truck, Ford pickup. What else we got? Mercedes 450 SEL. Trailer hitch. No suspension. What is this one? Maserati Bora. Wow. That's really cool. That's a car from my youth. I remember playing with that when I was a very small boy. That's one of my original cars. And now here's a Rolls Royce. There's the Rolls Royce. Beautiful condition. Silver shadow. Open doors. Nice suspension. Lots of beautiful details on this thing. As far as the textures and the die-cast go. Another Mercedes. Which model is this? 300E. Mercedes-Benz 300E. Look at it. It's got a plastic emblem on the grille, and it's still survived. Impressive. Unplayed with car, though. Mazda RX-7. Open doors. All metal. Oh, no. Yeah, all metal. More suspension. Another sweet looking car. And here's an old banger from the play days. 57 Chevy. The dragster custom style opening hood. Silver metal base. Heavy duty hinge on the front. Side pipes are awesome. She's a little rough, but that's a gem. And we saw that one at the start of the video. You note that on the old version, the metal base extended through 3 fog lights on the front and the headlamps all the way up, whereas the new model just has a simple plastic front bumper with no fog lamps, and also seems to be missing the original style kind of headlight signal light arrangement. Any other differences? Yeah, anyways. That's my video. Sorry for the rant and the gripe, but hey, not everything can be perfect. Happy hunting.